But just before we continue the video, I do want to give you a quick reminder. I do stream every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday on Twitch. I'll leave a link down in the description. Go follow me there and turn on notifications so you know when I'm live next. But yeah, today we're going to be talking about the very exciting block of ice. So, there's 3 different types of ice. There's a lot of stuff you can do with ice, and that's what I'm going to be explaining in this very exciting video. But to be totally serious, this isn't going to be one of my most exciting videos, but it's going to be very helpful in the future of the series because honestly, personally, ice is a very useful thing in this. We're going to be making an ice farm. I'm going to be showing you guys how to make an ice farm. I'm going to be showing you the different stuff to do with ice. And yeah, all of that great stuff. So just give me a second and I'll find the perfect place to make the farm. Alright, so we are back at our little huddle, our little ice farm that we made here. Pretty much what it is, it's a little tiny thing where this has to be put back, where the ice forms again and you can just collect it with Silk Touch and then you get, ice. But there are actually 3 different types of ice. And I'll show you in a second, but yeah, this is a basic farm about ice, and also something cool about snow. If you use a shovel to pick it up, you actually get the snowball so you can throw. And if you just do regular, nothing happens. But yeah, getting ice is it's a very easy thing to do if you're not in a biome, if you're not near a snowy biome. But it's a very simple thing to make these kinds of farms, especially like an ice farm. If it's big, which is what we're going to be doing today, it's very easy to make. So since this is taking a bit of time to actually do, we're going to start on making a bigger one. So I was thinking of making something like a 12 by 12 or 16 by 16 type of ice farm. Just remember this right now, how my world is. Oh, look, a piece of ice just formed. Let's just collect that quickly. Right now, how my world is and how it's set up. I didn't do any creating, as in I didn't structure it in a way where it looks nice yet. I'm planning on recreating this whole world just one day if I have I see I have a lot of time on my hands and I could recreate it. I'm going to end up redoing my whole house, making the village safe, finding another village. Next episode, we're probably going to find another village. But, yeah, just recreating everything where it's going to look beautiful. So give me a second. Let me clear out a place and make the platform for the ice farm, and we'll get straight to it. We have our platform for the ice farm. This is a 12 by 12 platform where we're gonna make the ice farm. So what you have to do in order for ice to form out of water, it can't be flowing water. It has to be complete full water sources, as you can see by this farm over here. So I just it's only forming on water sources. If I let it flow a little bit, it wouldn't form. So all you have to do instead of using buckets and going like this to get complete water sources, really what you can do actually is instead of getting a bunch of water sources and getting a bunch of buckets and going back and forth, you can actually just place ice blocks in the center like this diagonally. And it's completely straight, and when you break it with not a Silk Touch but a regular pickaxe, when you break all of them, they should all just completely form into water sources. And as you can see already, ice is starting to form. It's already starting to form into ice. So now we have a complete platform that is just water sources. So now what we can just do, we can go and click the ice and it automatically goes back into a water source. And we have another one. This is a really effective, and I just broke it, but a really effective ice farm, because now you can just go and break it. But now, let's say all of it completely fills and you don't have you don't want to keep on refilling it with water, what you can do actually, you can place a block like this diagonally on top of the where we originally placed the ice blocks, because if you do that, what ends up happening is that the blocks underneath it, the water source underneath it, will not turn into ice, because in order for ice to form, it has to be, the water source has to be able to see the sky. So if we block that off, it won't be able to see the sky, and now these middle ones won't actually form into ice. So now we can just go along and completely just break everything without having to worry about it. Like, without having to worry about filling it up again. Like, we just do that, we get a bunch of ice. So now that we have a fully functioning ice farm, let me collect a bunch, and then I can explain the 3 different types of ice that we have in the game. So after a little while of mining our ice over here in our quick little ice farm. By the way, this farm is really, really effective. Like, if I go, like, it's in render distance of my house, so if I AFK fish and come back in the morning, this will be fully iced up for me to collect. And I just broke another thing. That's one thing, if you do have an efficiency 5, I think this has efficiency 5 pickaxe, you will end up mining the block underneath it, so I would say just be careful with that. But that doesn't matter now. We're done with this. All right, we can just leave. I left these doors here, so it's just like I don't have to keep on hopping. But yeah, I left this. I don't know why, but I did. Okay, so after all of that, now as you can see in my hotbar, we have 3 different types of ice. We have ice, packed ice, packed ice, and blue ice. In order to make, I didn't mean to do that. In order to make packed ice, you need 9 pieces of regular ice. That's why this farm is good. And then to make blue ice, you need 9 pieces of packed ice. So it's a lot of ice just to get that blue ice. But blue ice is the best type of ice you can get in Minecraft right now, and it is just amazing. So as you can see, there are 3 different textures to it. Regular ice is a little more transparent, as you can see. So it's a little more transparent, and then packed ice and blue ice. Also, you can throw things across these and they'll just slide. That's what's really good about this, and that's why I made this ice farm now, because I actually need a bunch of ice for that farm over there. I've been having a little problems with it. That's the episode yesterday. There are a couple of problems with the farm. And I'm gonna have to change it up a little bit. But yeah, also, ice is just very slippery. Every tier of ice, it gets even more slipperier. So, there's regular ice that's a little slippery, and then packed ice, which is faster, and then there's blue ice that's even faster than both of those. I'm just using snowballs. We'll just chuck those down there. But also, there's one thing that I'm going to be using a lot of ice for, and that's for traveling. So you can actually use ice to travel across, with a boat, through it, which is a really useful thing. My game's lagging a bit because this is not supposed to be flowing anymore. There we go. Yeah. So yeah, you can actually use ice to travel. So I'm going to gather a bit more ice right now, and then I'm going to show you what I mean, because it's really good to have this as it's a good way to travel. So you're going to see in future episode, I'm going to be making something in Nether called the Nether Hub. If you watch other YouTubers or whatever streamers that have a survival world for a very long time, you probably know what that is already, a Nether Hub. But yeah, it's pretty much whatever. A Nether Hub you can use to get through different places in the overworld, but faster, because how it works in Nether, it's very different than it works in the world, whatever. We'll talk about that in a different episode. I have something planned for that. But traveling in the overworld and, you know, just the regular Minecraft world is very different when it comes to, I mean, traveling with ice is very different. So what we're going to do, I'm going to grab some slabs over here. I'm just going to take stone slabs because I have a lot of stone. I'm going to take 12 pieces of it, and we're going to go down here to a flat area. Because I'm about to show you guys traveling with ice and boats, you go really, really quickly. So here, we'll just give me a second, I'll find the perfect place for it. We are in my little man-made tunnel, and I want to get to that side really, really quickly. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna see how long it takes me to run like this. You know, it takes a decent amount of time. This isn't the shortest tunnel in the world. This takes a decent amount of time. You know what I mean? Now we're gonna see with me jumping. Okay, it's a little faster. A little bit faster while I'm jumping. And now we're going to use ice, slabs, and a boat to get there even faster. So here's what you gotta do. All you have to do is rotate between ice and slabs. Alright, so that's what I'm gonna do all the way down here. Actually, by mistake, made that double. Obviously, it has to be single slab, nothing of the sorts. So we do single, and then this for the whole entire thing. You can just do this, and then put on every other one. I hear a skeleton. I don't like the sound of skeletons. And then you can just go back with the slabs. And I see a skeleton shooting at me. There. Dealt with that thing. Let's put a different block right here. And then we just gotta fill the slabs in between each one. I can just not hold it down because then that happens. But yeah, we just gotta fill the slabs in between each one. And you're gonna see how fast this actually is. It's crazy how fast boats can be with mixing it with ice. So now we're going to place a boat, and I'm just gonna go like this. And look how much faster this is than actually running. So it actually gets faster with the different types of ice that you use. So this is just regular ice, and we just went flying out. And my boat is glitched. But yeah, that was just regular ice. The better the ice is, the faster you go. So give me a second. I'm going to take all this regular ice down and switch it to packed ice, and you'll see the difference. All the regular ice with packed ice. And now let's see how much faster this is. And as you can see, it just gets faster and faster with the type of ice. I would show you it with blue ice, but I obviously don't have this much blue ice, so I can't. But yeah, just trust me, blue ice is the fastest when it comes to traveling like this. It goes ice, packed ice, then blue ice. But it takes a lot of resources to get this much blue ice, and if you're going to do it on a large scale, it's going to take you time to get all of that. So just a warning there, and that's why I suggest having either that, a 12 by 12 there, or make it bigger, or make a couple of those 12 by 12s, because if you have a lot of those and you want a lot of blue ice, you're going to want to have a lot of these ice farms, because the ice goes like in a second. Like it freezes in not a second, but it freezes in a good amount of time where you can just come back and take like a couple of swings in your pickaxe and you'll get a lot. Like look at this. There's just so much ice here already. And I just, right before I went down there, I just harvest everything from it so I can make the packed ice. But yeah, this is a really good source of ice in general. And I suggest if you're planning on doing a lot of projects and going back and forth, if you have a big city, I suggest having a good source of ice for yourself, because honestly, I'm gonna use a lot of it. I'm gonna be honest. Also, my auto smelting farms needs a little tweaking, and it involves ice tweaking. So that's why I made this farm personally, because I need a lot of ice to fix that. But I think that's going to wrap it up. If there's anything I'm missing with ice in general, that that I didn't talk about here, make sure you leave it down in the comments. Just another quick reminder: I do stream every Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday on Twitch, so come and check me out there. I'll leave the link. That'll be the first link in the description down below. Come and check me out. Leave a follow, turn on notifications. I record almost all of my videos live on Twitch. So come and hang out with me while I'm recording. I love hanging out with you guys on Twitch. I have people here coming in and out talking about this and this. I talk about a lot of stuff. So come and check me out. I hope you all very much enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I hope you guys very much enjoy it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Good night.